would like to tag back in on mine about awesome people because I wanted to tell this story.
Yeah.
Which is Joe and I got to go perform at Cellar Fest this weekend. And it was really cool, really fun. Lots of great interactions on the different panels that we did. And it's kind of a relaxicon, right? As Kyra calls it. It's just there's nothing we really have to go see. It's nothing major. So if there's nothing we want to go see, we'd go to the game room and play games. And Joe taught me a couple of games. One of them being Dominion, and the other one was Sequence. And then Stellar Fest actually had
Kurt's face.
Wait. You've
Sequence. Kurt. Sequence is like Balatro, but
No,
on
no,
the board.
No. One, Sequence is old, but
it is,
and that's more of a mainstream game anyway. But you've never played Dominion,
No,
right?
never played Dominion.
I literally bought 4 expansions because it's such a great game.
Yeah.
It really is. I'll even Dominion is one of those gateway games to me. I believe it is at this point, or it should be considered one, because I have never played Settlers of Catan, and so I that's my great shame. But Dominion, man, that's I'm a little surprised. The next thing you're gonna tell me is that you've never played Ticket to Ride.
I'm not going to tell you that, but you can see the look on my face.
No, we can't.
But you can. But you can.
The beautiful thing about Dominion is, at its core, it is a very basic game.
Yes.
Because what you do on your turn is 3 steps. Everything else you need to know is written on the cards.
Yes.
And so from that standpoint, it is, in my opinion, it is a near perfect game theory game that easy to learn, but has a lot of depth when it comes to strategy.
Yep.
And it's never the same. Well, unless you intentionally make it the same game. It's because you randomize what cards you play with each time is how it's meant to be played.
Right.
And so it's not the same game twice. And so, it is a fantastic game.
So many games and their mechanics got born out of that game. It's like one of my favorite types of that type of game is Quarriors.
I have not heard of that one.
So it's dice. It's a deck builder, but with dice. And it's awesome. And it's very similar. And that whole mechanic I love. I just it's a much better game than it has a right to be.
I enjoyed it. It was my first time. I grew up playing stuff like Trivial Pursuit and Risk and Monopoly. And then when I got married, we jumped into Tetris and video games, which never really had reason or connection to explore a board game. I've been doing it a little bit more throughout the years now. We're going to Southern Fried Gaming Expo and all that. But Joe took the opportunity to show me some games. And then they had this really cool thing that I would kind of like to sponsor next year if we can raise enough money. Patreon.com/wise_nerdy helps us help other people because we don't know who sponsored these games, but they had a play to win table. And at first I thought that meant that's the table where you fight each other, but every other table is where you're cooperative. It's not that at all. It's like if you played the game, and in some cases people just barely touch the game and they get to sign up, but you signed into a free raffle, and then at the end of the con, they raffled off those exact games. And there's 10 or 12 of them, Joe?
Yeah, there was a wide variety. Yep.
Awesome.
And so when they did the raffle, I was actually on a panel with Tyra. We were doing Be Awesome together live. And so Joe's like, hey, I'm going to go sign up. And we basically played, we played all the games and signed up on them and this and that and the other. And that we both found one, was it Around the Sun or Beyond the Sun? That seemed really cool, but we didn't have time to really flesh it out. Anyway, they're raffling these things off. Joe wins 3 games, Kurt. I win 0. Joe wins 3. They only let him keep 2 of them. So he actually walks into the panel room with Dominion in his hand and he was kind enough to give it to me. And that's my
Oh,
awesome person
cool.
story.
Well, because I
yeah.
already have it plus several expansions.
Of course you have it. Yeah.
But the other game I got is this one, Rolling Realms.
Oh.
It's a bit complicated to be honest. So I don't know how much we'll play it because it's the box says ages 14 plus. Well, my oldest is turning 13 this year, so the 5-year-old is definitely not gonna get it.
Right.
But
oh no, I didn't quite get it. So yeah, me and Jebediah are in the same boat.
I think Charles just said he has the mentality of a 5-year-old. That's what I heard.
Sometimes.
So yeah, if Charles, if you like Tetris and your wife likes Tetris, there's a board game done by the amazing game designer Reiner Knizia called Fits. And
if it fits, it sits.
Like FITS. It's just called Fits. It's published now by Ravensburger. And it essentially is a board game version of Tetris. Where you each have plastic pieces and you've got play boards, and there's a number of play boards that are kind of randomized. And you draw to place the pieces on the board, cover up the points, and you score based on that. And so you're building a Tetris board, and it's pretty straightforward and easy to get used to. But it's really a clever type of Tetris game.
Okay, cool. I'll have to look it up.
Yep. So there's that.
Yep. Yeah, and the reason I didn't pick the other one, because I could pick 2 out of the 3, is when I won the other one, someone in the crowd was like, "Dang it!" So I was like, "Okay, well, I'll put that one back in the raffle," and they re-rolled for it and whatnot. He didn't end up getting it, but I did toss it in there. So
but you tried.
Have another chance. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yep.
And the other one was called Arc or Arcs, something like that.
Yeah.
ARCS.
Yeah, Arcs board game.
Not familiar with that one.
It's called Arcs, and then the subtitle is Conflict and Collapse in the Reach.
Ooh. That sounds intriguing.
Yeah. There was a couple of the sign-up sheets where going into the last day, Charles and I were the only people on the list. And yet Charles won 0 of them.
Zip.
And I got
absolutely.
Nice.
But yeah.
But Dominion, I really, really did fall in love with it. Like you said, it's a great game. Joe talked to me in 5 minutes. We played 6 or 7 rounds of it. I think I actually won each round, then we had to go do a panel.
That was sequence that we played a bunch of rounds of. We played 1 round of Dominion, and you did win it.
Oh, that's right. Because with the set, we had to unpack all the cards, and because we had to unwrap everything. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, we had to unwrap and organize the box.
But you just catch on so fast, and it was like, man, I don't know what about it. I was like, man, I really want to win that game, and I did not. But I've got a great partner.
So I haven't played Sequence. I'm aware of it, but I haven't played it. Is it kind of like Quirkle?
Now you're just making things up.
I've only played Quirkle once, so I don't.
Okay.
So in Sequence, you've got 2 decks of cards.
Yep.
And you've got a play mat in front of you that has all of the cards down there, and there's 2 of each card down there, and it's kind of like Connect 4-ish, except for stuff doesn't drop down. You play a card and you put your marker on there, and you're trying to get 4 in a row. And depending on how many people are playing, you either need 1 point or 2 points to win, and you get 1 point for each 4 in a row.
And these regular playing cards?
Yeah.
So is it kind of like playing cards meets Blockus?
Wow, you're really making things up now.
I like Blockus.
I like Blockus quite a bit as well. I love the fact that you can only connect diagonally. that makes that game.
And I will fight anyone who pronounces it Blocus.
Is it like Mopar or Fandom?
He's just
Fandom made it. You made a
duodenum.
Duodenum is a real word. The Ferdinum, I think you were thinking of Ferdinand the Bull, and the Mopar thing is just a car term. And what do you know about cars?
Mopar is a car term. That's about the extent of it.